Welcome, dear students, to another session of grammar. Change the voice, part 3. Friends, this was your homework at the end of part 2. Change the voice. First, he is singing a song. Number 2, they were flying kites. Number 3, you were eating fruit. Number 4, are they doing their work? Number 5, were they making a noise? Number 6, who is drawing pictures? Number 7, what are you saying? Number 8, are you not doing mischief? Number 9, whom are you waiting for? Number 10, I am favoring you. He is singing a song. Present continuous. Answer is a song is being sung by him. Number 2, they were flying kites. Kites were being flown by them. This was past continuous. Third, again past continuous. You were eating fruit. Fruit was being eaten by you. Number 4, are they doing their work? This is an interrogative sentence, so is MR will be in the beginning. Is their work being done by them? Number 5, were they making a noise? Was a noise being made by them? Number 6, who is drawing pictures? Here we have once again present continuous. By whom are pictures being drawn? Please note, when there is a sentence with who, in the passive we use by whom in the beginning. Number 7, what are you saying? In case of what, when, where, why and how, that is WH family. In that case, in passive the same word will be there. What are you saying? What is being said by you? Number 8, are you not doing mischief? Is mischief not being done by you? Number 9, whom are you waiting for? Answer is who is being waited for by you. And the last one is I am favoring you. Very easy. You are being favored by me. Let's move further. Read these sentences carefully, dear students. Identify the type of sentence and change the voice. Easy one. First, she has sold her old house. Second, they have not won the match. Third, had you helped them? Fourth, shut the door. Try to solve. Shall we check the answers? So the first sentence is she has sold her house. It is present perfect tense. And the passive voice is her old house has been sold by her. Number 2, they have not won the match. Present perfect tense. The match has not been won by them. Next is had you helped them? This is past perfect tense. The answer is had they been helped by you? And the last one is shut the door. It is an imperative sentence. It has two solutions. First, let the door be shut, or the door should be shut. Dear students, with this I introduce the topic today, that is all the perfect tenses and imperative sentences. Read the following sentences carefully. Once again, we have a list of sentences for active voice and for passive voice. Number 1, She has bought a car. Now you can easily understand the changes. She is subject, a car is object, and helping verb used is has, while third form of the verb bought has been used. This changes into a car has been bought by her. Dear students, she becomes her in the passive form, while a car remains a car because it is a noun. If it is a pronoun, then we will change it. If it is a noun, it will remain the same. Now, example number 2. They have not won the match. In this case, they is right, subject. The match is object. Now, the match will be in the beginning of the sentence in passive voice. Now, all of you know. Then, has not been won by, they becomes them. Has bought changes into has been bought. Have not won changes into has not been won. Third example. Has is in the beginning. Has she written this poem? In this case, she is subject. This poem is object. So the passive voice becomes has in the beginning, as it is, because it is an interrogative sentence. But this poem, it takes the lead in passive voice. Has this poem. After subject, we will use been. Has this poem been written by her? I hope you remember this tip that the subject is active and taking action in the active voice, while the subject is passive and is acted upon by the object in passive voice. Let's move on. Read the following sentences carefully. Now, you should guess what is the change in these sentences. Okay, ready? Let's start. She had bought a car. You are right. Instead of has or have, we have used had. She had bought a car. So she is subject. A car is object. Now you know, yes, in passive voice, in the beginning of the sentence, a car will be used. A car had been bought by her. So changes are the same. In this case, had plus third form changes into had been plus third form. Okay? A car will come in the beginning, while she will become her and will be at the end of the sentence in the passive voice. Now, next sentence. They had not won the match. You are right. Subject is they. Object is the match. So, passive voice starts with the match. Instead of had not won, we use had not been won. Then the use of preposition by followed by the passive form of they, that is them. In the third example, had is in the beginning. It means it is an interrogative sentence. After had we have subject, then verb, then object. In the passive voice, had is in the beginning and the object this poem will become subject here, followed by been and third form. Then use of preposition she will become her at the end of the sentence. She had bought a car. A car had been bought by her. They had not won the match. The match had not been won by them. Had she written this poem? Had this poem been written by her? The subject is active in all the three cases and taking action in the active voice, while the subject becomes passive and it is acted upon in the passive voice. Read the following sentences carefully. Once again, we have 3 examples in which we are to change the voice. Now you can easily guess the changes. She, subject, will have bought a car, object. So in passive, a car will be in the beginning of the sentence. And instead of will have bought, we will use will have been bought. So one word is added here. Then the use of preposition by followed by the passive pronoun that is her. She will have bought a car. A car will have been bought by her. Been is the same thing happening in all the 3 cases. Now, sentence number 2. They will not have won the match. Subject is they, object is the match. So here the sentence will start with the match in case of passive voice. Instead of will not have won, we'll use will not have been won. Then preposition and the passive form of they, that is them. They will not have won the match. The match will not have been won by them. Interesting? Let's move to the last example. Will is in the beginning, so it is interrogative. Will she have written this poem? She is subject and this poem is object. So once again, in the beginning of the sentence, we'll use will. Will this poem have been written by her? So, she becomes her at the end of the sentence, while this poem is a noun, so it will not be changed. Let's quickly revise all these 3 cases. In first case, we have has or have with the third form of the verb in active voice. But in passive voice, it becomes has been or have been followed by the third form. If there is use of not, it will be used after has or have. And in case of passive, has or have will be followed by not, and then we will use been and third form. And in case of interrogative sentence, has or have will be in the beginning. Similarly, in second case, here we have had instead of has or have. So with all the persons, first, second or third, we use only one helping verb, that is had. Dear students, whenever you use has, have, had, will have, shall have, you are always going to use the third form of the sentence, as you can see in all these examples. The changes remain the same. Had bought changes into had been bought. And had not won changes into had not been won. And in the third case, we have will have followed by third form, and it will change into will have been followed by third form. All the other changes remain the same. I hope you have understood these three cases, and these three cases are all the perfect tenses. When we use has or have with third form, it is present perfect. When we use had and third form, it is past perfect. And the third case is in front of you, will have, shall have with third form of the verb. This is future perfect tense. Please note, all the changes are the same like previous tenses except been added before the third form or main verb. I hope you have noted down. Let's move on. The next case is imperative sentences. First of all, we'll read all the examples, then we'll analyze. First, open your books. Dear students, we can make the passive voice of this sentence in two ways. First, let your books be opened. Second, your books should be opened. Number 2, ring the bell. The bell should be rung. Third, shut the door. The door should be shut or let the door be shut. So you can use both the techniques to change the voice of these sentences. Do not tell a lie. A lie should not be told. My dear students, now you are to understand these sentences. Why do we call them imperative sentences? You can find out what is missing here. What is open? Open is verb. Your books, object. Dear students, where is the subject? Subject is missing. So all those sentences which have only verb and object, they are known as imperative sentences. So to change the voice of all these sentences, we do not follow the same pattern. In this case, in first case, we can use let. Then the object will come to the forefront. Then we will add be followed by the third form of the verb. There will be no use of by because when we don't have subject, we don't have object at the end also. Easy? Now, in second case, ring the bell. Ring is verb, the bell is object. The bell will come in the beginning. The bell should be rung. So, third form has been used. Next case, shut the door. In this case, verb is shut, the door is object. In all the cases, we can use should or we can use let. In this case, let the door. The object will come in the beginning. Let the door be shut, third form of the verb. In every sentence, we use third form of the verb. The last sentence, dear students, this is a negative sentence. So when there is a negative sentence, there will be a slight change in case of passive. What is this change? Let's see. Do not tell a lie. So a lie is object and it will come in the beginning, a lie. Instead of do not, we'll use should not be. And instead of first form of the verb, we'll use third form of the verb. So it will become a lie should not be told. So, in case of all the imperative sentences, please note down, subject will be missing, direct verb and object will be there, and to change into the passive form, let object be and third form, or object should be third form. In case of negative, we can use should not be or use of let in the beginning can also be used. Let a lie not be told in this case. Let's go through the sentence structure quickly. In present perfect, we have seen that subject is attached to helping verb has or have and followed by third form of the verb and object. In case of negative, we use not with has or have. And in case of interrogative sentences, has or have will be in the beginning followed by subject. And if the question is negative, subject will be attached to not, then third form and object, and don't forget the sign of interrogation. In case of passive, the first position will be taken by object followed by has been or have been, third form by and subject. And in case of negative, object will start the sentence followed by has or have, and then we will add not been, third form by and subject. In case of interrogative sentences, as usual, helping verb will be in the beginning followed by object, then been or not been, third form by and subject. Sentence structure of past perfect tense. Let's quickly go through it. Active voice. We have subject had plus third form plus object. Very easy. In negative, subject had not, third form and object. And in case of interrogatives, had in the beginning, then subject, then third form of the verb, object and question mark. And if question is negative, subject will be followed by not. In case of passive voice, object will take the lead, then had been or had not been, followed by third form, by and subject. In case of interrogatives, had will be in the beginning, then object will take the position, then been or not been, third form of the verb, by and subject. In case of future perfect tense, active voice structure will be subject plus will or shall, have plus third form and object. And in case of negative, if we want to add not, we'll add not with will or shall, then have, then third form and object. And in case of interrogatives, will or shall will be in the beginning followed by subject and have, third form of the verb, or not plus third form of the verb, then object and question mark. In case of passive voice, object will take the lead followed by will or shall, have been or not have been, third form by and subject. In case of interrogatives, will or shall, then object, then have or not have, then been, third form by and subject. And the last sentence structure is for imperative sentences. This is an easy one. In imperative sentence, active voice, we have verb and object, as we have done in open the door. Verb and object. In case of passive, if we use the let, then let plus object plus be plus third form. Or another we have discussed that object should be third form. Let us check your understanding. change the voice of these sentences. I have given you active voice and you have to change in the passive. First, I have taken up a new job. Next, we had won the contest. Next, the teacher has finished the lesson. Next, the hunter has shot the animal. Next, have you helped us? Next, will he have told the truth? The last one, will you have done your homework? Solve it. Done it? Let me help you. First, I have taken up a new job. Subject is I, object is a new job. So the right answer is a new job has been taken up by me. We had won the contest. Which word is subject? Yes, we. And object, the contest. So the right answer will be the contest had been won by us. Very easy. Next, the teacher has finished the lesson. Very easy for you. You are very intelligent. Yes, the lesson has been finished by the teacher. Next, the hunter has shot the animal. Yes, the animal has been shot by the hunter. Next is, have you helped us? In this case, when us is activated, it becomes we, and with we use have. Have we been helped by you? Next, will he have told the truth? Will the truth have been told by him? Last one is, will you have done your homework? The answer is, will your work have been done by you? Homework time. This is quite easy for you. Today I'll give you the homework that revise the change of voice of all type of sentences discussed so far with the help of your grammar book. You have many solved and unsolved exercises in your book. It is an initiative taken by School Education Department, Punjab. Dear students, thank you so much for being with me. Have a very nice day.